Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town.
When Dr. King called me in the first instance, I think he reached out for me because he needed to reach out to a much broader constituency than he had been serving. I don't think he quite understood the totality of his mission. I think once he got into it, he understood that there was no way to leave it, that he could not turn away from what it was he found himself every day mandated to do. I think he also understood that he couldn't do it alone. It was too vast, too much, and that he needed to have at his side and at his beck and call those whom he could trust, those whom he could rely on, those who had the discipline and the strength to step into this fray and not be turned away from it too easily. And when I met him, he said as much in that little room, in the basement of the church. He said, you know, I don't know all that will be. In some instances, the mystery is far greater than one could imagine. I don't know where this goes. All I do know is that I am compelled to go with it. And I'm not too sure that I'll always be making the correct decision, that I'll make the right choice. I'm going to need a lot of voices and hearts and minds to help with this journey. And I would like to invite you to be one of them. And I listened to him, quite taken with his honesty, with his forthrightedness, deeply struck by the enormity of his intellectual gift. I mean, he was just 24 when I met him, and already he had a PhD. And when he started going into intellectual recesses to pull up information and to make points, it's really quite stunning. But it wasn't a display for ego, just a display to make sure that he imparted information that would convince the listener that his mission was valuable and valid. And at the end, I knew it. I told him, I make the commitment I'm in. I have no idea where this will all go either, but I will stay the course no matter what.
Well, if Dr. King had lived, there would be no today as we know it. His impact on universal order, his impact on the globe, his impact on the world had taken on such a humongous power that he was shaping human history.
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, they made a stop, but I'm sad.
I get a great hope from them, but I've always gotten great hope from young people. It's always young people who are in the forefront. Dr. King was 24, for God's sakes. That's a young person. He's not a kid, but all around him were these young men who were 18 and 19 and 20.
So it may be a moment of passing the baton. Are you ready for that?
Yes, we've been ready for it. Well, what are you going to do with the baton?
Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to